Hi, good morning, friends. Coming to you today with a resilience practice. I've been reflecting on this for a number of days with all the things with health concerns that are going on in our world today. And I just realized that one of my resilience practices for the last 10 or 12 years has been meditation, morning meditation. This was introduced to me quite a while ago, and I was encouraged to take up the practice. And I really did it initially on faith. I was going through some pretty challenging times during that period of my life, and I was open to exploring a different practice, something that was out of my experience at the time. And indeed, after I practiced that first year, it really changed my life. And I can say that of all the practices and all the different ideas that I've been introduced to over the years, this is my number one resilience practice that I do each morning and have done each morning for the last 12 years. And so I wanted to share it because we're in this social situation right now where we are being asked to socially isolate, and this can be a powerful opening for all of us if we have some tools and we have some practices to buoy us through. So what I'd like to do, like to offer everybody, is just to invite all of you through the end of the month into my morning meditation practice, where I'll guide a meditation. It'll be a 1-minute meditation, so there won't be a big requirement in terms of sitting. And so my hope is that it'll be a blessing to many of you and a resiliency practice as it became for me as we go through this month, and then we'll see where that goes. So as we begin here, I just really think about the words of Viktor Frankl. Those his words were, this ability to choose our response in any circumstance is what he called the last of the human freedoms. And those words, through many challenging times of my life, have stayed with me and have been a guide. So meditation has the ability to allow us to go inward, to become aware of our thoughts, become aware of our emotions and sensations, and the capacity to learn how to observe them and release from them, and give us a tremendous amount of choice and freedom, and in my experience, creativity. So it's a very simple structure. I'm going to just do a little bit of a centering practice. I'll ask you to set your intention. In other words, for the sake of what are you doing the practice? Then I'll read a poem, and to set the intention or help set that intention in that context. We'll sit for 1 minute. I have that queued up on the meditation app here, and then we'll come out of the meditation together and close the practice. So let's begin. Let's start by centering ourselves, starting by relaxing our eyes, relaxing our jaw, our neck. Bring your shoulders up, and exhale, bring your shoulders down. Relaxing your chest, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your knees, calves and feet. Relax your hands. And become aware of your mood. Meeting your mood without judgment, attachment, or resistance. Just becoming aware and observing your mood. And in this moment, my mood is, I'm grateful to be sharing this. Notice what that mood is for you. Find a place to stand, sit, or lay down. And I just invite you to slowly close your eyes and start to enter that inner space, becoming aware of thoughts, emotions, sensations, becoming the watcher, the observer. Start to connect to your breath. And set your intention. Remind yourself, for the sake of what, that you're doing the practice. The intention could be curiosity. The intention could be for strength, for courage, for creativity, for innovation, whatever it is, set your intention. And let's begin here. We'll enter with the words of the poet Rumi. Be empty of worrying. Think who created the thought. Why do you stay in prison when the door is wide open? Move outside the tangle of fear, thinking. Live in silence, flowing down and down into always widening rings of being. And as we complete the practice, enter in again with the words of Rumi. Be empty of worrying. Think who created the thought. Why do you stay in prison when the door is wide open? Move outside the tangle of fear, thinking. Live in silence, flowing down and down into always widening rings of being. And as we close our practice today, reminding ourselves again, for the sake of what, that we did the practice. And as we complete our practice, slowly beginning to move our arms and legs, and very gently and very slowly beginning to open our eyes and let the outside world come back in again. So we are complete for today, my friends, and I hope that this practice in some way inspires, emboldens, and cultivates resilience and creativity. I'll continue this practice to the end of the month. My intention is to do it live at 7 a.m. every morning, a little bit earlier to start the day, so we can really start our day with intention, focus, and in a creative open space. So my best and blessings to you all, and we'll perhaps see you tomorrow morning.